Hey guys, it's me again. So, I tried to, upload 2 recordings over the past week or two, or week, and, I was not successful. One, because I forgot about it. The second time, I tried to upload it, but there was an error, and, so I was kind of pissed off at that, but it's all good. To update you guys on what's going on, this month has been terrible. The last time I uploaded something was October 2nd. That was my sister's birthday. And, it has been a really bad month. So, as you guys know, I've been recording my sumatriptan use since May the 2nd to this day, October 11th, and until this current streak, the longest streak of sumatriptan use was 5 days and 5 sumatriptan. Now it's 7 days and 9 sumatriptan. That means 2 of the days I had to take 2 sumatriptan, which means 4 in total. And not to mention, that's October 1st, which means October 1st to October 7th. 7 straight days I had to take 9, but if you add the 9th, October 9, so 8 out of 9 days, I had to take 10. So that absolutely sucks. Thankfully though, I've been able to catch a fucking break. Finally. And I think that, I hope there's a reason for that, but I'm not sure. But, I will say that, I've got my computer here for a reason, and I got notes here so I don't get off guard or get off track. So, with me taking so much sumatriptan, I feel like, I'm starting to get something called medication overuse migraines or medication overuse headaches, which basically means that my body is used to sumatriptan, and my body is saying, if I don't get sumatriptan, I'll get the rebound migraines. So that sucks. And I say that because I've been doing new things to try to avoid these migraines or try to prevent these migraines. But of course, my logic is, if it's a likely prevention, I swear to God, it'll not work. So with that logic, it's probably my the things that I'm trying are probably not working, but that's my logic. I was talking to my sister on the 3rd about these migraines, and like the data that I've been trying to build. And I'm not sure if I said this in my last recording, but I've been able to record the the air quality. Not just record it, but look at the previous month. So I looked at the previous month, and there has been a trend with me. The worse the air quality is, the more I got migraines. With that said, there might be a correlation, but there's no consistent pattern to it. And I did that by not to cross-reference, but I'm not sure what they are. I'm not sure what they call it in stats, but you kind of run tests on the same stats to make sure to see if it's verifiable. And I did that, and it the stats is not verifiable. That there's the I'm not sure what it's called. The t value or the degree of error is great enough to make me think that that air quality has no causation, but that's just me. With that said, I've been recording data, not just with the air quality, but other things like, or my sister, who is a psychologist, and she has a lot of research and data background, and she's good with the stuff, has helped me here. And she says, let's do this for you. Let's make an Excel sheet and let's just do this for you. So I'm recording things, and not just the air quality, but I'm of course I'm doing the date, migraine severity, if I wake up with a migraine, if I wake up with a headache, sumatriptan use, the time of sumatriptan intake, if I'm using any Tylenol, Aleve, air quality, color, or if it's like healthy, or if it's good, moderate, and healthy for sensitive groups, yada yada yada. The number, the air quality number, if it's like 0 to 50, good, 51 to 100, moderate, etc., etc. Hours laying down, which I've fallen off of. If I use the snooze button or not in the morning. How many steps I'm walking. If I'm showering in the evening or not. The shower temperature, anxiety level, depression level, ounces of water. If I'm using the air purifier at night. If I'm using it in the day. So there are things that I'm doing like that. So, and of course, I might do like a month of this, or maybe 2 months, and see what she comes up with. With that said, she told me about an app on my phone called Health, and I was able to look at data that I had back when I was in Las Cruces at New Mexico State University. I'm hungry. And I was walking a lot more than I am now. And I remember not having as many migraines. And I also remember not laying down as much. I'm not sure if the laying down was mentioned in any of my last recordings. That was a I think it was because the last recording I talked about rearranging my room, and that was I rearranged my room because of laying down. But with that said, I forgot where I was at. But oh yeah, the steps. Yeah, I was walking around a lot more, and I was thinking, let's try to record how much I'm walking per day. Let's try to get more steps in. So let's do that. So I decided to take walks. The first day I did that was on October 5th. October 5th. And I got around 4,900 steps. And I still took sumatriptan. Let's hear it. The next day, I woke up with a migraine, not a headache though. And the same day, or the next same day, I walked 6,000 steps. That's October 6th, and I woke up the next day with no migraine but a headache because I overslept. Because I didn't have a alarm clock. And I didn't wake up with a migraine. And I feel like if I woke up on time, I would have been just fine that day. That same day, I walked 5,350 steps. And the next day, I woke up with a headache, not a migraine. And I did not wake up with, or I did not take any sumatriptan. That was the 8th. And on the 8th, the 8th, I woke up, or I took 5,000, around 5,000, 5,500 steps. And next morning, I woke up with both a headache and a migraine. And I took one sumatriptan at 7:45 p.m. and not morning. So I was able to go throughout the day without taking a sumatriptan, which is good. And that same day, I took 7,750 steps. And the next morning, I did wake up with a migraine and not a headache. This was yesterday. And I woke up feeling really discouraged. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take a sumatriptan. Or no, this is when I thought I was waking up with the medication overuse headaches, migraines, whatever. But I wasn't sure. The really cool thing about yesterday is that this migraine went away on its own without any intervention. And that got me thinking that the walk actually did something good. That I truly feel like the intervention, or the walk helped the cardiovascular system to the point that, as you might not know, migraines is a neurovascular disease. It affects the veins and the vascular system in the head. So, with walking, it helps with vascular health. So I'm thinking and I'm hoping what happened was that the walking helped with the migraine to the point that I did not have to intervene. So that's cool. So I did not take any cimetropin that entire day. Not to mention that the air quality was green. It was good. But I was kind of discouraged that day, or yesterday, and I just took freaking 500 steps. And I took, or, and I want it to be noted that my depression was like a 5 because I felt discouraged. And I ate like absolute shit because I went down to Tulare for my dad. And what I ate was basically nothing. Hell, my water intake sucked until I got back home from Tulare. But when I went down to Tulare, I come back by the way of Traver, which is a very small town, to go and get snacks. I had Zingers, which is like a dense form or a dense version of Twinkies with frosting on it, or like a hard frosting on it with 120 more calories probably, so it's around 400 calories. I had a 3.5 serving bag of the honey barbecue Fritos twist things, which I absolutely love. And I also had a Mountain Dew, Voodoo. It is a mystery flavor that came out this year. Side note, watermelon flavors coming out next year, I think, and I'm excited for that. Back on track. So that's, I'm not sure how many calories that was. Probably near 1,000. And I consumed that probably within 15 to 20 minutes. And so I got home. I didn't really eat that much. Parents had beef stew, and I was like, I don't want to eat. Came back in my room and played some Crash Bandicoot, and was thinking about more about my migraines and whatnot, and just having my mind's wheels turning. So that's what I do when I go to Tulare, is that it always has my mind thinking. That's a good thing about Tulare. Having time to think. I will say that the time going down to Tulare yesterday was kind of depressing because I was discouraged, but that's okay. But then so I didn't have dinner until like 9 o'clock, and even at 9 o'clock I had maybe half or maybe a fourth, or not half, but like probably 40% of the serving, maybe a third of the serving. And one other thing that I want to note, and there's a reason why I want to note it, or actually I'll tell you afterwards, but so I was kind of thinking I'm probably gonna wake up with a migraine tomorrow because my stomach already feels like shit and whatnot. So I'm just going to bed and I'm just thinking, okay. So I go to bed, and this is the first day, and let's see here. Since I started to record on the 3rd, the first time since recording, that I didn't make it with either fucking migraine or fucking headache. That is awesome. I wonder why. I want it to be noted that there are 3 variables. 2 of them have been talked about, I think. Well, at least there's 2. 1 has been talked about, 2 have not. 1 is the air quality. The air quality over the past couple of days, especially yesterday, has been good. There's that one variable. Second one, and this one scares the hell out of me because I have really no control. Pillow positioning. I do not know where to even start. If it is my pillows, I have no idea where to start. How to fix my pillows. But the third variable, the only thing I have done differently is that I took a shower in the evening. That is the only thing that I did differently. So the 3 variables that scared the hell out of me is the shower variable, the air quality variable, and the pillow variable. Because I can't isolate either 3 of them. Or I cannot isolate them. That's the thing that scares me. The air quality is going to do what it wants to do. I have no control of it. No one has control of it. Talking about air quality, let me see something real quickly here. Sorry guys. If it is the air quality, that's something I cannot control. If it's the air quality, I will have to move out of California. I have no strong evidence that it is the air quality, though. But the lower the number is, the better things look. But there's no consistent freaking basis for that. There's no strong evidence. If it's the pillows, I could start somewhere. But I don't know where to start. I did start by getting pillows, for God's sakes. But I'm trying to find a way how to sleep, but it's hard. Now if it's a shower thing, no, there's 4 variables. Walking, for God's sakes, because doctors say that you should exercise 3 or 4 times a week. I've done that this week. So how do I know that I'm not having the ripple effect, and that walking from the other day is having its ripple effect, and I'm benefiting from that right now? I don't know. So there's a lot of things that are coming into play right now, and this is why I don't like science, for God's sakes. That there's so many variables that you have to isolate, and I cannot. But I will say that it's scary. But one thing I will do for sure though is that I could pair them up. That's one thing I can do. Sorry, I'm looking up because I sleep on a bunk bed, and I sleep on the top bunk. That's why I'm looking up there. You're on a staircase, so I could pair them up. I cannot isolate them, but it comes like a 2-for-1 deal. Let's say it's the shower that's doing it, and like let's say the walks are doing jack shit. That's okay, because one of them is doing the trick, so it doesn't matter. That's good. Now, if I'm doing both of them at the same time, but neither of them are working as a 2-for-1 deal, maybe that means that neither of them are working. That means I could pay attention to the pillows and the air quality. But I've been doing the air quality for a month, so you know what? Let me pair up the showering at night and walking. I know exactly where I'd walk to. I'd walk to my old house and back. This is a great walk. One thing I want to say about showers, though, in the evening, is that the last time I took a shower in the evening, I woke up the next morning just fine. I have a horrible, terrible memory, but there are things that stuck out like a sore thumb, and that is one of them. But I also said the same thing about Taco Bell. That eating junk food at night, like Taco Bell, did the exact same effect. And for a while, that did help. But it was all by coincidence. But I feel like the air quality was better. The air quality was better too. I fucking don't know. But it's crazy. So, with that said, I'm gonna try to upload this on YouTube and see if it actually does it, or that it actually uploads. I've got to charge my phone since it's like, what, at 5%? I can't. Wait, hold on. It's at 9%. One other thing I posted on Facebook, and I don't feel discouraged about it right now because I woke up just fine this morning. Tomorrow and so on are different stories. But, and I posted this last night on Facebook, that, I made a decision that I'm going to swear off sumatriptan and fear. Oh, that is another variable, is overuse medication. That is another one. And I could eliminate that really fast, but it's going to be hard. Because I'm opening myself to attack from severe migraines. And I'm saying that, and I'm scared beyond all recognition. I'm happy and blessed and lucky that today so far is going well, but I am in the critical month of October, which is a hot spot for severe migraines. The worst 2 migraines of my entire life were in October. My first migraine and the famous October 27th of 2017 migraine were in October. One in 2000 and one in 2017. And also, I've passed the 6-month average threshold by 3 months. I'm going 9 months without a unpreventable severe migraine, which is really scary. So I'm really, and also I'm not taking a leave or ibuprofen because I've had a stomach issue, which has been resolved, but I'm not going to chance shit. Also, I'm not taking Tylenol because that I think can cause rebound headaches, which morph into migraines. And I don't want a chance of that happening in the morning. So, and there's no homeopathic remedy that has ever helped my migraines. I'm not drinking coffee because caffeine could be a double-edged sword. Of course, drinking water is good, but I feel like drinking too much water is bad. So I'm very scared, but I'm hoping things go well. But as I said, that is the bad news. That I'm opening myself for severe migraine attacks. That if I'm attacked by a severe migraine, there's nothing I can do to stop it. But the good news is that I'm mentally prepared for it. So, I hope I can salvage this month. We're not even we are a third way through October. So, I was hoping that this month was going to be a productive month. It's been a hell of a month. But so was last month. But this month has been worse. But the cool thing is, the reason why I say that air quality is not, or air quality has, hold on, I've got something to show you guys. Notes. Okay, so as I said, that there's no consistent pattern with the air quality here. So last month was bad. So this month has been, with the air quality, since the 3rd, it's been red, 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 orange, yellow, 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 green. And I've taken 9 sumatriptan. September 20th to 28th. Orange, orange, green, 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 orange, yellow, orange. I took sumatriptan 7 times. So you see that there's no consistent pattern, but there's been more orange days than green days, more orange days than yellow days, more orange days than yellow days, more yellow days than green days that I've had migraine, that I've taken sumatriptan, for God's sakes. There's a pattern, but there's no consistent pattern here. So that's the thing that's making me think that it might not be the air quality. Is that, yeah, there is a pattern. Like, the worse the air quality is, the more sumatriptan I take. But again, I listed off 9 days, 8 days or 9 days. September 20th to 28th. That's 9 days. And I took 7 sumatriptan use, and those were green days as well, and a lot of green days and yellow days. So there's no consistent pattern there. So yeah. My sister also said to not have variables that are like color coded, like red, yellow, orange, green, but also have numbers they're called a continuous variable, which I have been doing as well. In the days that I named out, the orange, orange, green, 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 orange, all have numbers on them too, because it's more accurate. So yeah. So with that said, I'm hoping it's the shower that helped, because the last shower I took in the evening, next day I was fine. Now I don't think pairing something up will hurt. Taking a walk in the shower, I don't think will hurt. Hopefully it'll help. I've quit smoking. That's good. That hurt things. And I say that because back in 2017, when I smoked, I used to take showers in the evening time. Maybe I didn't wake up with migraines as much. I don't know. Because I do know that I hoarded sumatriptan like a motherfucker. But that's a whole different thing. But again, I don't think pairing up something will hurt. Well, guys, it's been 40 minutes, and I'll let you guys go. But that is what's going on for me. It's been a terrible month, but hopefully there's some good things in the future. If not, so be it. But I'll catch you guys on the next recording, and thank you for watching.